Hello, just an update on the 300 TPI. I went ahead and got a full new drivetrain on there, Dirt front primary drive sprocket and washer, a DID chain, O-ring chain, a new rear sprocket, and TMD kind of chain guide, rear chain guide. So I just decided to swap out the whole drivetrain. I went ahead and rode it, I don't know, a mile or two, and then came back and changed out the gear oil again, and the magnet was already dirty, so I went ahead and did that. And just kind of going through this bike. So I think it's ready to go. Also added a guard on here for the oil, and I think we're pretty much ready. What do we have to come? We have a Kuber map to go in this over there. I have a ECU unit to go in there. I have some tubeless in my corner that's yet to be sorted. Need to go through that. So I'm going to try tubeless once these mooses run out, or these tires are trashed. I'm enjoying the mooses. Nothing, no complaints with those. But I think I'd like to try some tubeless, so I got a plan for that. So I'll talk about those in an upcoming video. I've always run like heavy duty tubes, Michelin 4mm tubes. There's some other thicker tubes out there, like 7 or 8 millimeters, but I, knock on wood, I haven't ever gotten a flat with the 4mm, but I know you can. Also have a review coming up on the Moto Tote. Been doing a certain amount of honing with this and want to use it a little more before I review it, but so far very impressed. So just a little update on the 300. I'm going to do a ride with it soon, and I'll keep you posted, but I believe it's ready to ride. And when you get a bike used, go through it and give it a full inspection and make it your own. Make it to where you know it's okay. Oh, I did go ahead and I tightened all my spokes and the procedure that Jeff Slavin's outlined. So I did tighten both spokes. They were pretty loose in certain areas. But now we're ready. I've done really all the maintenance I think that should have been done on this. One last thing, I forgot to mention the stock headlight on these is pretty dim, and so I put a Cyclops LED bulb in here. It really increases the wattage, and you don't have to swap out the housing. It was really relatively easy to just pull the bulb out and follow the instructions and put that in. I want to try this because on all my other bikes I've always swapped out to a XL Pro LED, and I like this headlight. It works well, but it's really bright, sometimes too bright for when you're on the highway. I guess for this other one it'll mainly be off-road, so it wouldn't matter. But again, this isn't a moto-minded housing, bolts right up. That actually was a really nice system, so no complaints on that. But I just wanted to try something different on this, to where I was just swapping the bulb out to retain the factory look and that. So the bulb was pretty easy to go in. It goes in the factory housing, and it wasn't bad. I was going to do a video on it, but had to kind of trial and error a few wires, and wasn't bad, but just thought I would show the end result here. Okay, so I think this is ready to ride. And then last thing, I used a sick ass mounting plate back here. There's some other options, but man, this sure mounted up well. It came with holes in this very thick plastic plate, and I just drilled through, and it worked great. So I was able to mount a plate on here. So that was cool. All right, so there it is. I think it's all done. So we're ready to go. Hopefully ready to ride. So I'll post some videos of the TPI 300 here in the near future. Hello, just an update on the 300 TPI. I went ahead and got a full new drivetrain on there, Dirt front primary drive sprocket and washer, a DID chain, O-ring chain, a new rear sprocket, and TMD kind of chain guide, rear chain guide. So I just decided to swap out the whole drivetrain. I went ahead and rode it, I don't know, a mile or two, and then came back and changed out the gear oil again, and the magnet was already dirty, so I went ahead and did that. and you know, just kind of going through this bike. So I think it's ready to go. Also added a guard on here for the oil, and I think we're pretty much ready.